What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to an unboxing video brought to you by Bearded Kaiju's Unboxing Reviews. If you guys like the channel, hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, share with anybody you think they like the content of this channel. Also hit that bell notification so you're notified when videos drop like this one. Yeah guys, I am back for another unboxing and review, and today, oh man, oh man, oh man, this one I am super excited for. This is one of them where I am super giddy. Just out of this world type of feeling that I haven't gotten in a while for anything that new that's come out for the Godzilla franchise, obviously, in merchandise. Of course, there's a lot of great stuff that has come out, but there's always just that one thing that kind of hits you differently, and you just get more excited for it. You just really want it. You can't wait. The anticipation just kills. And honestly, today, one of those feelings is from this item, and I'm so glad I got it in hand, and I just couldn't wait to get it in hand. So really excited to talk about it and show you guys, because I think you guys are going to enjoy it a lot as well. So with that, let's get into today's unboxing and see what I got, because it is a doozy. So here we go. So first I'll start off with the back of the header card. We don't have a box this time, we have a header card. Haven't had a header card in quite a while because, like I stated, there just hasn't been that oomph kind of feeling for me in the sofubi realm until I found out about this one and I saw the reveal and the kind of talking about it, all that kind of stuff. I knew I needed it, and unfortunately how you could first get these was almost literally impossible unless you lived in Japan, so couldn't really do it, couldn't get it, so I just kind of had to buy my time and see if something showed up on the secondary market, and luckily it did, like it always does. It's just that you have to pay a little bit more, and that kind of sucks, but kind of name of the game, honestly, when you're a collector. And honestly, the majority of the goods comes from an international source. You just have to pay that extra price for it being rare or exclusive, or the availability of it as well. So it just it sucks, but if you are a collector, you know what I'm talking about. We've gone through it, we've been going through it, and we're still going to continue to go through it, unfortunately. So just kind of, it is what it is. But with that, so yeah, like I said, here's the back of the header, and as I turn it around, here it is. We're talking about a figure from the Godzilla Vinyl Art line, as you can see, and it's just going to be absolutely amazing. So if you are a collector of sofubi or Godzilla in general, you've probably seen this kind of stuff going around. There's different figures that go into this line or this collection, honestly, and I'm just so happy to get this one. And this is the Burning Godzilla collection. They are celebrating the 30th anniversary of Godzilla vs. Destroya, so there's been a lot more merchandise, a lot of pushing of the merchandise for Burning Godzilla, and maybe even Destroya as well, from a lot of these toy companies. They exclusively made a whole collection based off of Burning Godzilla, Destroya, and that movie all in general. So there's a lot of different companies that are partaking in this Godzilla vinyl art, and it's just kind of, they include everybody, and everybody can kind of give their iteration of said characters and throw it in here and be part of it and stuff like that. They're not just doing one company doing this stuff. I love that they're including different companies. So this is part of it, and this is the Burning Godzilla collection. So now, first off, let's look at the size of this header. Like, this header is ginormous. Like, this is one of the biggest headers I've ever seen, honestly. And it's the biggest one I have in my collection. I have some whoppers for sure, but this one takes the cake, I think. So it's really, really cool, really awesome, and I dig it. So with that, let's get into the figure and see what I got. I mean, like, I mean, come on. Come on. You're kidding me. Like, boy, oh boy. What a banger. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, this thing is tremendous. Tremendous, tremendous in its size, in its overall look, its color. I mean, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Man, oh man, oh man. This thing is absolutely insane. So, a little backstory on this particular figure produced by Tree Frog. It's a newer company that's been tackling the Godzilla IP as of the last probably couple years now. They first attacked -1. That was like their first kind of coming out party, their first figure of Godzilla, as far as I know of. That really kind of made a splash in the Godzilla collecting world was that particular figure. And as since then, they've been kind of releasing all these other figures. Like I said, the biggest thing is the Burning Godzilla collection. And it's been just absolutely amazing. I think Tree Frog right now is probably one of the hottest companies out there making Godzilla sofubi. Because their name is just plastered on some of these sculpts and these releases that are just to die for, and people are just clamoring for it, and just they can't get enough of it, and they want it, they want it, they want it, and you know, and then obviously all these, you know, releases and figures are all exclusive somehow. So this particular figure is the Burning Godzilla. And the style, as you can see, is very different than what we're kind of known for and used to. This is the Ukiyo-e version or style form. I hope I said that right. But it's an old Japanese art form that they used to produce and make woodblock paintings back in the 16th, 17th, even 18th century. Over in Japan, and they used to make pictures of, you know, geishas and women. They even used to do kabuki warriors. They used to do sumo wrestlers. They even did landscapes, you know, all that kind of stuff. They even did folk tales of this in this kind of style, and it's kind of one of the most well-known styles of Japanese art for older period history. And it's so cool that they took that inspiration and put it into a Godzilla figure, and it's amazing. I've never seen anything like it, and the first moment I saw something like this, I knew I needed it, and I fell in love with it. It just caught my eye. I was speechless, honestly. I was speechless. I just knew I needed it, and of course. It was exclusive. The first release or first availability of this particular figure was at the T-Base store in Japan. They made it exclusive to that. Another time they made it exclusive to the premium Bandai site where, you know, you could order it from there. And then, honestly, this particular one, which I thought was exclusive to this event, but I'm not so sure now, actually. And I'll get to that in a little bit, but they also re-released this at this last Wonderfest in Japan, actually. So that's what I thought I got. And so that's what I thought I was getting. But after looking at the header tag, I don't see anything about Wonderfest at all. All I see is the T-Base store logo and everything like that. So I don't know if it was actually from the T-Base store. That's one. The one I got was that exclusive, or it's just an extra from the T-Base store that brought over to Wonderfest, and I got it from there. Again, I got it on the secondary market, so I'm not 100% sure which version this is, but I didn't see anything special about a Wonderfest exclusive or anything like that. So, but I didn't really care. I don't care. I just wanted one. So this thing is absolutely amazing. As you can see, Burning Godzilla in all of his glory, and honestly, a way that we've never seen before. I love the smoke effects all over his body is just something that's so unique and so different. You can see the translucency into the spines, which is absolutely amazing. But it's just a whole different look to Godzilla as a whole, especially the Burning Godzilla that we've never really gotten. And, you know, maybe some people have tried to do like smoke effects on figures, but just never has been able to execute it in a good way that actually looks really great. But this way and this style, it's a home run. It really is. I love that in the back here, you can see all that white and that smoke kind of billowing from his spines, honestly. That's just kind of coming off of there. You know, obviously we got it in the movie. There's smoke coming off his body all the time because he's so hot. I just absolutely love it, but it works so well with the style that they did. It's beautiful. It really, really is. And I just absolutely love it. As you can see, like I said, the translucency of the spines, and actually in some of the spines, you can actually see bubbles. For when they made the spines, the bubbles just didn't come out, and you can actually see them in the actual spines themselves. So very unique, very different on how they did this. I'm not sure the process on how they did this, but very, very cool, very unique. I even love the spines on his tail aren't really your typical normal looking spines. They almost look like flame, and it's very different from what we've seen before, which is great, you know, because it's, you know, honestly, this is a art piece. This is legitimately an art piece because it's so beautiful, so different, so elegant, honestly, and just something different that we have never seen before. I just absolutely dig it. The eyes and the face is what got me. Like, he's just ferocious, ferocious, and I love that. And I love the eyes. I love the mouth, the teeth, the face. I love that the eyebrows are white. It just puts an extra character to this figure, and it makes him look mean, honestly. Almost kind of looks like an old Godzilla, where his eyebrows turn gray or white, you know. But it's just part of that style, and I just absolutely love it and dig it. You know, it's super great. And like I said, this is such a big boy. I mean, this is like 32 centimeters tall. Like, it's a big figure. I did not expect that when I first got this, so it was a shock to the system. It was crazy. I was like, holy cow, like, what? You know, so really, really great, really unique. And like I said, this is translucent, so there is the whole body is translucent too. I'll stick a flashlight through his body, and as you can see, especially on his chest and his belly there, you can see the light moving, and that's even through the black paint on the outside. So really, really cool. I'll go, you can see on the spines and everything, like, it's beautiful. It really, really is. Super crazy. Just absolutely love it. It's just next level, and this thing is great. Not a lot of articulation on this figure either. You get a little bit in the arms, which the arms move on both sides. You get the feet and the legs that move on both sides, and that's about it. The tail is stationary. You don't get to twist the tail at all. Same thing with the head. You're not going to twist, or can't twist the head. You can twist his middle section a little bit, but you don't want to go too much because it does hit the dorsals in the back. So don't do too much of that. So that's really about it. Usually, typically, we get our tail gets to move, our head gets to move, our legs and our feet, but we only get half of that for this guy. So just be very careful in trying not to move things because they're actually not supposed to. So, but yeah, just super great, super awesome. I want to do a couple size comparisons with a couple other figures just to kind of get some scale with this guy, because this guy is super crazy and just amazing. So let's do that right now, what he compares to. All right, and you won't be able to see my face, and that's okay. But here is your standard Godzilla Howler, your typical 8.5 inch sofubi. And here's the scale, here's the comparison that you guys can see and how big the tree frog Godzilla is compared to this guy. He dwarfs him, man, just with just size and height and girth. Honestly, he's just absolutely crazy and insane big. So absolutely love it though. Biggest, I think, sofubi in my collection by far. So at least Japanese style one. I do have the Groman, which is a big boy himself, but man, this thing is just absolutely nuts. So yeah, but we'll do one more, then we'll get out of here. All right, and here's the last one. Just want to give a look at a 30 centimeter X Plus figure. And honestly, the Burning Godzilla is actually bigger than a 30 centimeter. He's kind of more like a 33, maybe 34, maybe 33 and a half, something like that. But as you can see, the tree frog is no slouch himself, honestly. With the tip of his, I say dorsal, they're about the same height. So they definitely have height for sure. And honestly, the tree frog is actually leaning forward and down. So he would probably even be bigger if his head was more up. So very big figure. So just hopefully this helps with, you know, the size and the scale of this particular figure. But yeah, that's your size comparison. So yeah, no slouch on size whatsoever. He is a big boy. Man, oh man, this thing is just absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, this is one that hit the wow factor for me, and I was like, holy buckets, I needed it. And honestly, a funny story is that I was on G-Fest vacation at G-Fest, and the morning of the Saturday of G-Fest, I actually went on secondary market just to see what was kind of there, just to kind of, you know, pass some time. And sure enough, this guy started hitting. And you know, I was like, you know what, I really want this. I'm not seeing anything at G-Fest that I wanted, so I put money aside from my G-Fest fund and put it towards this guy and paid for him. So basically, technically, he's kind of my G-Fest haul in a way, honestly, because I used my money from G-Fest for him. So I thought I got it at a very good price, and I couldn't be happier, honestly. And they have done a couple different colorways now of this guy. So initially, the two release colorways that they did was this black with your normal burning color, and then they also did a green one with the white alternate color, which is really great too. And then actually Wonderfest, they did a new color where they did a white and like blue, like an Arctic kind of color, which is just absolutely gorgeous. That one was really cool too. Like besides this one, I really dug that white one. So really love it. So, but yeah, who knows? Maybe it'll end up here on the channel one day on having another one. So just super happy about this purchase, and man, oh man, this thing is just absolutely gorgeous. So, oh, I can't wait to see more from this line and other stuff that they've been coming out, and just everything from the Godzilla Vinyl Arts line. It's just been absolutely amazing. Tree Frog is just on a high right now. Everything that they do, it's just gold, and I love it. Their sculpts are so different, but they're more stylized, I guess you could say, not your typical sofubi look to him, where it's more chibi-esque and fun and whimsical, but more of a more serious, almost stylized kind of sofubi form, if you will, for these particular figures that Tree Frog is doing. So I commend them for it. It's very different, and it's kind of fitting for sofubi, because you can do those kind of different styles for sofubi, because it is such a different style, and it just kind of fits that a little bit better. So but yeah, just one last look on this beautiful, gorgeous guy. Just absolutely amazing. He is just so big. So love it. I'm so happy to have this. So but yeah, before we get out of here, we need to do the Bearded Kaiju score, and I am going to give him a 9.75 out of 10. I believe that's my highest rating I have ever given anybody. Yeah, that's how much I love this thing. There's nothing I could knock on this thing. I love that the size is so big. It's amazing. I love that. The overall look is great. The paint is great. It's translucent. So that's really great where you could put a light behind him and get some cool shots that way. The spines are translucent. And just everything, the style, everything about him is just expertly done. I am over the moon for this guy, so super happy about him. So yeah, 9.75. It's going to be pretty hard to beat, almost a perfect score. And I don't know if I'll ever do a perfect score because that just has to be just everything. This is pretty close, but yeah, this is just absolutely incredible. So definitely highly recommend this. But yeah, that is it for me, guys. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll be getting another giveaway up soon, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, if you got a chance to get this guy, I highly recommend it. So with that, I'm out of here, everybody. Thank you so much. Until next time. Later.